Hi, this is Donnie bringing our weekly Bible reading devotional as we work our way through 2 Corinthians. The Apostle Paul is my hero. I'm always challenged when I see in him a reflection of one who is living for something so much bigger and so much different than what I sometimes get sucked into. And I see that in 2 Corinthians in this week's reading so clearly, where the Apostle Paul has an eternal perspective. He's living for something bigger than this life, this world. We see it in chapter 6, for example, in his phrase, sorrowful yet always rejoicing. He has a bigger hope in the midst of his sorrows. Or chapter 5, there's this great phrase that struck me this week where he talks about groaning in this life as we wait for our resurrection when what is mortal will be swallowed up in life. Isn't that a cool picture? All that is mortal and is swallowed up in life. Paul has a sense that's where this is headed. Or just a few verses before that, at the end of chapter 4, he talks about how our light momentary afflictions are working for us an eternal weight of glory beyond compare. And so he says, we don't look at the things that are seen, but at the things that are unseen. The things that are seen are temporary, but the things that are unseen are eternal. In all of this, Paul has such an eternal perspective, a sense that there is something coming indescribably great. And as followers of Jesus, our lives will look like his. We suffer in this life. We face affliction and sorrows. We groan. But we do that in hope of what is to come, that God in our afflictions is working in us something eternal, something far surpassing anything this life could give us. I want to have more of that perspective. C.S. Lewis, I think, captures it really well when he says this. He says, I must keep alive in myself the desire for my true country, which I shall not find till after death. I must never let it get snowed under or turned aside. I must make it the main object of life, to press on to that country and to help others do the same. As we read 2 Corinthians this week and see the Apostle Paul, see what makes him tick, let's pray that God uses it to help us keep alive in ourselves that desire for our true country. I'll see you next week.